Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Today we're going to be covering coffee enema basics, and I'm going to be going over why you want to do a coffee enema, how it will help you, and also really the fundamentals on setting it up. That way you're never going to run into any problems in the future. So please follow me, subscribe. All my information is there to better you and for you to find a life of abundance and happiness and health. It amazes me how many people on the planet are not interested in their health. And I've come to a conclusion. It's because they've never actually found it. Because when you do find it, it becomes the focus and the priority of your life because it is worth more than anything to you in the world. Because when you are not healthy and you find true health and you realize that how much power you truly have and the tools in this world and what they can do for you, you'll never let it go. And coffee enemas are something, no matter who you are in the modern world, they're going to benefit you. Whether you're already feeling great and you're a super marathon, ultra, athlete, or you're great, you're feeling super awesome all the time, you don't even know how much better you can be feeling. Because the truth is that we live in a toxic world. And we must remove the toxins from our body so our brain, our gut, our liver, our kidneys, our organs, our heart, our blood are clean. And this procedure that I'm going to go over with you is what will help you. I was a very sick individual. I looked ripped like a Ken doll. I looked like most guys want to look like. But yet my insides were junk. A little story, real quick. I was in the military. I was in the infantry and the Marines, and I was exposed to a lot of chemicals. I was exposed to a lot of bad food. I was exposed to a lot of emotional and spiritual damage, as most of us were that go to war. It's not the most pleasant thing to ever experience in your life, and yes, that is a toxic element in our life when we experience trauma, because it festers and it putrefies inside of us and it attaches itself to different parts of our body so we can learn to let it go. But also the substances I was exposed to, the things that I touched with my hands, and then I would go to eat food, it got inside my body. The stuff that I was breathing in, the stuff that I was breathing in when I was in Afghanistan was completely toxic for my body. And a lot of veterans have lung issues and physical issues that they don't know what to do with. If I can only say that how much this can help you just by adding these into your life alone, you will feel better. Now, these are part of a bunch of protocols and procedures that I live my life by, that I teach, but coffee enemas, give them a try. Everybody's like, oh, I don't want to do it. It's weird putting a tube up my butt and filling my butt with coffee, and I don't want to talk about it, and it's just weird. I always find that the people don't want to talk about it are the ones that need it the most. I'll recommend these to somebody, and somebody goes, heck no. I'm not doing that. No, thank you. I get that all the time. No, thank you. It's because people don't want to see what's really inside of them. Because when you start to really see what comes out of you in colonics, in enemas, in detox protocols, it really wakes you the F up to what you've been doing. And it really makes you go, I got to change what I'm eating. I got to change my life. And that's what these enemas will start to do. I have had gallstones come out. I've had parasites come out. I have had stuff that I ate 10 years ago come out of me. And this is what's making you sick. There are no random mystery illnesses in the world. It's all a detox. It is all either a parasite issue in your body or a detoxification issue from a heavy metal, a toxin, or something that you've been exposed to. These are the things that bog the body down that make us sick. This is what a coffee enema will help you let go of. In the link below, once again, hit that subscribe and follow button for me. But also, you're going to find a link to buy an enema starter kit. So I really recommend it. Buy it. It comes with the right coffee because it's a special type of coffee that you want to use. It comes with a little kit for you, and then you're good to go. You follow the instructions, you cook it on something like this, and you're good to go. So I'm going to show you some special procedures on how to make sure your enema is always good and clean. But the cooking part and the introduction part to like how to prepare your enema, I have some videos on the Core Vital website, but also it's pretty self-explanatory because you just follow some directions on the back of the coffee that you get and you're good to go. One thing that I really want to make sure is that you clean your bucket properly, okay? So this is the most important part, is sanitation, in my opinion, because you don't want to be putting any bad stuff back in your body. So you're going to get food-grade hydrogen peroxide. It's cheap, it's a miracle, and it can help heal you in many different ways, which I'm going to have more videos on somewhere else, or elsewhere. But this is about cleanliness. So not only can you ingest this in your body, there are protocols to actually ingest food-grade hydrogen peroxide. You can do all sorts of amazing things with it. This is just to clean your enema bucket with because it's safe for your body, okay? And it completely disinfects anything. So throw away all your chemicals in your life, the bleach, the ammonias, the cleaners, throw them all away. Get rid of them all because you're breathing it in, it's on your skin, and it's making you messed up. It's making you sick without you even knowing it. I'm telling you, get rid of them all. Transfer to food-grade hydrogen peroxide. I clean my whole house with it. I'm an extremely clean person. You can breathe it in. You can get it on your skin. It won't harm you. Okay? So this is 35%. I get it from purehealthdiscounts.com. But you can also get it on Amazon. You're going to get it in a 12% solution on Amazon. Whatever percentage of hydrogen peroxide you get, you dilute it down to about a 4 or 5% solution. Okay? Now, when you get your hydrogen peroxide, put it in a little glass bottle. You can literally spray your vegetables with it to clean them. You can clean your countertops with it. You can clean your body with it. You can clean anything with it. Okay? Now just be careful on the solution concentration that you have. So this is how you clean your enema bucket properly, okay? You're going to spray the entire inside of your bucket so all the walls of your bucket are clean, like so, okay? Get a good amount in there so there's like a little puddle down at the bottom of your bucket. Now you're going to open up this little clamp on your tube and you're going to let it run down through the tube and you're going to kind of go back and forth like so and really clean the inside of that tube like this. Back and forth, back and forth. Okay, just like that. And also you are going to spray the nozzle part that actually goes inside of you. Now, this has already been cleaned by me, but I'm just showing you how this is how you want to clean it before and after every use. So even if you cleaned it after you're done, you always clean it before you use it, and you always clean it after, so you clean it twice. All right, now, the inside of my tube is clean, it's sanitized, the bucket is clean and sanitized, the nozzle is clean and sanitized. So now I'm just gonna let that go into my sink. Now, obviously, after I just did an enema, I'm not gonna be doing this in my kitchen, okay? So I'm just showing you what to do. You can do it, you know, in a tub, or you can do it, you can drain it back into your toilet, but it is, now my bucket's cleaned, and like I said, it was already cleaned before I did this, which is why I'm doing it in my kitchen, okay? And actually, I've never even used this bucket, I don't think. It was sent to me by Core Vital, and it's my demo piece for my videos, all right? So now, you're gonna get distilled water only for your enemas, Distilled water only. You are going to now just wash the hydrogen peroxide away. All right? Do the same thing again. Oh, just squirt it all over the place. All right, now you're just going to kind of wash the hydrogen peroxide out. Like so. Let it run through the bucket a little bit. Distilled water in itself is cleaning. All right? This is important, everybody. This is why I'm making a video on this, because I want everybody to do this right. And all the people that I coach, all my clients, enemas are a part of the protocols, no matter what. Enemas, colonics, you can do so much with enemas. Special herbs, coffee, you can even do hydrogen peroxide enemas. You have to really know what you're doing with this stuff. You can't just go putting any old thing up your butt, obviously. You have to really know what you're doing, but you can clean your body immensely. They have been doing this. The Egyptians were doing it hundreds of years ago. All the doctors from the early part of our humanity, they have always been using colon cleansing techniques to get people well. This information has been hidden from you. Mainstream doctors don't prescribe it. They don't know about it. They're not taught it. They think it's bogus. But let me tell you what. When you meet people that have healed themselves, for the most part of serious illness, this type of stuff has been a part of their life. Hands down. And that's how I found it. All right? So I'm going to get onto the distilled water real quick. You want to only use distilled water for your enemas. So I have more videos on why you want to be using distilled water, not only for your enemas, but also to drink. So check them out. But you want to understand that you don't want to be using tap water. Tap water is filled with fluoride. It's filled with so much junk. Okay? At least if you're drinking it, it goes through your liver and your body cleans it, which that's part of the problem why people have messed up kidneys and livers and colons, is because of the water that they're drinking. But you cannot just put it directly into your rectum, because it just goes right into your bloodstream. So you want to only use distilled water. So or reverse osmosis, because that's pretty much distilled. You want to make sure you're using clean water. Okay. Now, this machine here, I am not affiliated. Okay? I'm not affiliated. It's just what I recommend. I'm working on becoming affiliated, but they're not getting back to me, because I recommend this machine to everyone. So enemas are going to be a part of your life if you want to feel super amazing. If you want to get to the next stage of your health. Like I said, you're sick and you have a chronic illness, make these a part of your life. If you're Superman feeling amazing, you don't know how good you can feel. Because if you're living in the modern world, for 99% of the population, you have a toxic element in your body somewhere. Your colon is caked with toxic substances. So you don't even know how good you can be feeling. If you've been living in the Amazon your whole life and you've never seen the light of the modern world, then you're good to go for the most part. But for those of us that have been through normal schooling, okay, and we work a job and we work in the world and we travel and all this stuff, you got to do these. All right? So invest in one of these machines. It's a mega home water distiller. Check out my other videos. I have a free health course on the deeper knowledge of distilled water. It's a secret. A lot of mainstream people out there will say, no, don't do it. You want to know why? Because the water industry is a billion-dollar industry, and they don't want you to know the secret that you can buy a $250 machine and never have to buy bottled water again. Okay? So that's why. I've been drinking it for over 10 years. My blood tests are perfect. It's not depleting anything out of my body, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So you want to get distilled water so you can do your enemas regularly, and you can drink it and whatever else you may be doing. Distilled water. It's the way to go. Now we're going to get into how to do an enema. Okay, now, when you go to do your enema, you're going to want to be calm. It's not something to take lightly. you are going to start connecting with your body. Your colon has like an intelligence to it. Your colon is an organ. It's a forgotten organ of the body. Nobody cares about their organs in their body. So when you're doing an enema, it's like a sacred time for yourself. It's not something to, be doing on the phone or something like that. Now, sometimes I do watch like little clips of videos and stuff when I'm doing an enema because it actually lets me to focus and hold it longer. But I've been doing them for a long time and I've already connected with my colon. Like I know how to kind of interact with your body, like with emotions and everything that comes up. When you do your enema, you're going to like stir some stuff up. So after you do your enema, you want to lie down and let your body kind of simmer and let the energy kind of become tranquil again. Because in the beginning, when you're getting used to them, it's not something that your body's used to. It's not something you're used to. It's going to be weird. It's going to be awkward. So you want to get kind of accustomed to them before you go running out the door after something, And sometimes you have to evacuate again and again and again because your body's just going to keep dumping. So you don't want to do your enema and think you're done and then hop on to the next task. Maybe if you want to stay in your home and you can do some work at your desk or something, that's fine. But you want to stay away from emotionally charged conversations. You want to stay away from emotionally charged people. And you want to create a little time for yourself. So whether you want to wake up extra early because you don't really want to do them before bed because they are stimulating and you may not sleep the best. So find a time in your life to do them where you're not going to be bothered and do them. You can do them 2 or 3 times a day if you're very sick. Gerson, many people have heard of Gerson, he had you doing 3 coffee enemas a day. And the results that he had were absolutely amazing. And the thing about Gerson is he didn't really have a lot of the other tools to work with that we have now, And they still continue to do the Gerson therapy, not in America, of course, because they had to move offices to another country, go figure. But it works. So you clean your liver, you clean your colon, you clean your body, you feel better. So follow the instructions on the coffee that you order. Use only distilled water. When you're ready to do your coffee after you cleaned your bucket the right way, you're going to do a nice soothing enema for yourself. You want to hold it for 10 to 15 minutes if you can. And when you're ready to evacuate, you simply let it go. Now, once again, when you're done your enema, you want to clean it the same way I just showed you. You want to make sure your enema bucket is clean. Now, when you go to do your enema, people around you might think you're weird. It doesn't matter. Give them a try, and you're going to know, after your 5th enema, you're going to be like an enema master. You're going to know what to do for yourself. You're going to know how to do it, and you're going to realize what I'm talking about because you're going to feel better. So, and also along with enemas, I recommend colonics, which is it's like 20 or 30 enemas in one session. You're going to sit on a machine. I recommend an open system, and your life will change. Now, all of this is preventative maintenance, but also kind of maintenance from the past. The key is to change our lifestyle, what we're eating, what we're putting in our body. Therefore, our organs are not always in distress. And this is a tool, the first sign of illness, the first sign of catching some sort of sickness. If you have a headache, chronic headaches, if you have a chronic illness, insert name here. It doesn't matter. It starts in your gut. Give these a try. You're going to feel awkward because the world makes pooping weird, right? Everybody poops. If you're a human being, you're sitting on a toilet, but yet nobody wants to go there and nobody wants to talk about it. It's like the only guaranteed thing in your life. One of them is that you poop. Because if you're not pooping, you die. So if more we poop, the better we feel. but yet it's like taboo. People would rather take a pill to mask a symptom, to make your body more toxic, than to do a procedure that's been around for hundreds of years that naturally cleanses the colon. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Check out some of my health courses that I have. Check out my other videos that go deeper into this stuff. This will change your life. Be blessed and stay well.